Hello and welcome to another race video, and this one is my first video that's not part of the ZRacing series. So this is on the Casse course, and it's not a huge field in this one. There's only 11 riders at the start line, and the course is really flat for like the first half. So I wasn't expecting much to happen for that part of it. A couple of points, like a few of us like stretch our legs or try and up the pace a bit, but it never really kind of comes to much. No one like really does a proper breakaway, and I think the race was kind of relatively easygoing pace for a BCAT race. And not that I'm like a kind of vastly experienced BCAT rider, but I felt pretty good through most of this. So I think it was probably a bit lighter, and that's probably to do with the fact that there were kind of so few riders and there's not much opportunity to do much for the first half of it. So I'm not really too familiar with the course. I know it's got the aqueduct climb at some point on it. Can never remember where that is. And I know towards the end it's got the Petite KOM. But I like both of those climbs, so I was kind of looking forward to those. And I was expecting that would be where moves would happen. I thought the aqueduct could be a place for a breakaway, but because it wasn't a big field, maybe that wouldn't happen. But then I was thinking the Petite KOM is where I'm just going to get obliterated. So yeah, let's kind of skip ahead a bit to where some stuff happens. Okay, so just coming up to the aqueduct climb, and I think at this point this was my second ghost power up I'd had, which are like completely useless. So I just use it on this because I'm aware there's a banner at the top. I'm going to get rid of it so I can pick up another power up. No one goes like bananas on this. I think we can see on the right the numbers. No one's going crazy. It's like 6 watts per kilo, 5-6 watts per kilo. So no one goes crazy here. And I was feeling pretty good on this. And then I was just aware that as we get over the top, people might kind of like, you see that guy kind of pushes a little bit there. And I thought like it can be tempting to ease off there, so maybe just need to like stay on it here. But everyone does, and no one goes crazy, and no one eases off too much. And then here we go, pick up another power up, and yeah, super shake of the head, kind of brother catch a break. Another ghost. So not the kind of luckiest power ups in this, kind of useless in this. Although someone does use one really well at the end. But yeah, it kind of stays, I think, kind of pretty consistent again. Just a few kind of pushes, but nothing crazy. So I'll skip ahead to the Petite KOM. So here we are, just about to start the Petite KOM. And yeah, I really like this climb. I think this is a really nice climb. You can stay in the big ring for like nearly all of it. And it seems, for some reason, it just kind of feels quite good for someone who kind of grinds their way through climbs. Maybe there's no reason for that, but just feels that way. So I was kind of thinking this would be like where the discrepancy between me and the other riders kind of becomes clear. I thought that I was going to get kind of obliterated on this, but the pace doesn't like go bananas on it. Power's like not too bad at the moment, and it kind of eases off at a few points. It picks up towards the end, but yeah, it never went bonkers on this. So I was able to kind of just relax and just dig in a few moments. So I'll just speed through some of this. So here it starts to string out a bit, and I'm kind of drifted all the way to the back, and so I start to push a bit more to get closer up to the front in case a break does happen. Because that's happened to me a lot. I seem to do that a lot. Basically, I drift towards the back, and I'm just not prepared for when a break does happen. I'm just too far off the pace. So I'm trying to stay with it on this one. But like I said, you can see it's not like crazy power on this. It's not like Box Hill was on the OG Racing Series Stage 4. So I think at this point it started to look like that guy kind of makes a bit of a dig there, and I thought, okay, yeah, I'm kind of a little bit off the pace again. This is where I can kind of easily fall off. So I have to put a bit of a dig to catch back on to those, but so do the other guys as well. So actually not going too bonkers there. I think I was a bit lazy still, but I'll put in another dig here. Yeah, I'll push on here. And looks like they've kind of eased up a little bit as well. So catch back on with these guys, and all's good. Heart rate getting a bit high. I was a bit comfortable before further back on this climb, but it's getting a bit higher now. And then I think I have to push again here. Looks like they're starting to get away. Kind of lucky actually that I didn't get dropped there. I was really lazy, it looked like. So it's a bit strung out here, but we do all kind of come back together. The guy that's off the front, he doesn't stay out for very long. So yeah, we'll get back into a bunch here. Get a bit of recovery. So at this point, we've gone through the Aqueduct and the Epic, and the Petite KOM, which were the points where I thought if I was going to get a drop, those would be the kind of most likely candidates. So because I kind of managed to hang on, and I was kind of lucky enough that the pace hadn't been too crazy, I managed to stick with them. I thought I really don't want to lose people's wheels here. Thought that'd be really annoying to kind of cut out of the final battle for the finish line, just so close to the end. But luckily, no one goes bananas. I think everyone's kind of just taking it easy, preparing for that kind of final sprint. Okay, and then we get to this ghost power up. So, and we've just gone through the banner, picked up our kind of final power ups. I was like really lucky. I was really stoked. I managed to pick up a draft van. But the guy NO2266, number 2266, he's obviously got a ghost power up, and he uses it. I want to say he uses it really well, but it's probably more the case that like I was asleep, and it seems like everyone else was asleep. So he fires it off now, and that's it. He's won the race. He's off and away, and none of us react. Like I didn't notice it. I don't know. It seems stupid because there's so few of us. Don't know how we didn't notice it, but he just appears up the road now. There we go, and that's it. He's done. And still, I mean, I think when I saw that, I thought it's like if we lapped someone or something. I couldn't kind of quite get what was going on, and it wasn't until like we're in the final sprint here that I realised, oh crap, he's first place, isn't he? He's done it. So yeah, I was like completely away with the birds on this, and like missed the trick. So it's a case of kind of duking it out for the final, the other two podium places. So yeah, I've got a draft, which is pretty cool. So here we go. Use that. Those two go. So make my move and go with them. One of them is real powerful. Yeah, look, 14 watts, 15 watts per kilo. I don't manage that much, like 10 there. But so I get fourth here, which I was kind of pretty pleased with. That's kind of it wasn't a very big field, so it's kind of a bit artificially a good placement. But yeah, I was kind of pretty happy with that. And then on Zwift Power, apparently it was third, so number 2266 wasn't in Zwift Power. So so technically kind of third place. I mean, it feels a bit kind of hollow to get. I want to get it kind of more cleanly, more definitively than that. But it's still kind of pretty cool. So yeah, pretty enjoyable race. Like not bonkers paced or anything. No one going bananas like all out on these kind of key moments. Yeah, good fun. So I think that's probably about it. That's probably all there is to say about it. So I'll end it there. And oh yeah, I picked up a jersey, like quite funny, on that section, the Marina Sprint. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.